YouTube. It is I, the one, the only, Naudia, Exotica. I'm coming on here to bitch and complain. So, you've been forewarned, honestly. Yet another YouTube rant. Oh my goodness. That's okay, though. I'm just pissed. No, but all in all, like, straight up, for real, I'm noticing a pattern here. Also, if you don't like rants, you can just see yourself to another one of my videos. How about that? Just go watch something else. I have plenty of other videos. This one has to do with dating as a trans woman. Oh my goodness. How many times can I cover this topic? It's just fucking annoying. So, okay, I'm noticing a pattern, and it seems as though that, like, beforehand, I feel like I kind of had an excuse. I'm like, oh, well, duh, I keep dating gangbangers. No wonder it's not working out. And now it's like, looking back at it, like, I'm like, actually, it doesn't really necessarily have anything to do with that, although that is plays a crucial role, honestly. It's not really great to be, you know, I changed my dating pool up. However, there's an influx of just, I mean, it's just so repetitive and redundant of men, and I'm not saying all men, just the men who seem to be attracted to me. No, but the ones who attempt to persuade me and, you know, try and tell me that they want something serious, they fall the fuck off. Either they're way in over their head, or I really don't know what is going on. I honestly really don't give a fuck, because how I look at being single is like, it's like a safety net. It's so good. I'm like, oh my goodness, you mean to tell me I don't have to give a fuck about another person's bullshit and their shit they got going on? You mean to tell me I get to just focus on myself? Like, I'm, all in all, like, I've been single since 2015 and I'm happy. Like, I'm so good. I don't need anything serious. And in all actuality, I just took an STD test and I'm like, clean slate. I get to still be a whore. But I don't really give a fuck. But get tested, people. It just seems to be like the men who, at least in recent years, because again, like, because I'm solo, you know, and I'm on my own, I'm like, I'm not giving a fuck, not wanting anything serious. It's like a safety net, like I said. So I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm not seeking anything from anybody. I don't want anything. Oftentimes, not often, but like just once on occasion, it's like I entertain someone and I'm like, you know, you seem to be hitting all the right spots. Like, you seem to be like pretty cool. Okay, whatever. Or like, we'll just be cool on a friendly, platonic note, sort of, for, fuck, in this case, a couple of years. And then I notice, like, you start to kind of look at them a little differently. Like, oh my goodness, you have, like, the similar taste in, like, funny things or comedy or, you know, like, memes or just shit like that. Like, funny shit. Or I just notice, like, damn, you really are meeting me on this certain level and it just matches really well. And then, like, one thing or the other happens and, like, I'm talking to them, we're serious, there's moments of being serious, and then maybe something comes up. So it's not that there's ever emphasis on it being super serious right off the bat. Absolutely not. I don't know who you are after 6 months. I don't really even know who you are after a year. You just really never know someone, right? But if I do sit there and say I'm going to make a serious commitment with you and we are acting in such a way, then, and we've established kind of like where we see this going, I don't expect you to fall the fuck off and one day just never talk to me. Like, it just doesn't make any fucking sense, dude. I don't have the patience, number one. And number two, I'm not asking a bunch of shit of you. I'm honestly just like, it's the most basic things. And it's like more and more things seem to be lacking. The more I try, or not even I try, the more stuff like this occurs, the less time there is, I guess, in between us becoming serious and someone just scurrying off, scampering off, whether they're stealing my fucking property or whether they're telling me all the most like sugary, sickly, fucking sweet, like honey coated nothings, or they're gonna pay my bills, all these dumb fucking things, right? It's like there's always fucking something. And I've kind of come to the conclusion that I think a lot of it does have to do with being trans. Absolutely. And I think that a long-term, like, serious relationship in this day and age is very difficult to obtain if you don't have it already, and to maintain. And then on top of that, if you're trans, it just adds an extra barrier of bullshit to the relationship, right? It just makes it that much more difficult. So I don't know whether it could be something in the back of this person's mind that, well, in the long run, my parents won't even like them anyway because they're trans. Or, like, I know that in the long run, I can't really have, kids with this one person. And maybe you down the road, you just never know what someone's thinking. And right off jump, I always am straightforward and I say, not only do I never fucking want children, period, point blank, I also don't really give a fuck if your parents, what your parents think. They're not in this relationship. Number 2. And long-term wise, this is kind of as good as it gets. I'm not saying that I'm not going to enhance myself. I'm not saying that I'm not going to make appropriate changes, but this is where my life is headed. This is the direction. And this is what I've done. And X, Y, and Z. I'm always willing. When I'm willing to put my heart on my sleeve and give my heart, it's always something. It's always fucking something. And I don't have the patience anymore for it. That's why, honestly, I think relationships, in my eyes, need to be transactional, even the romantic ones. For me. I'm not saying it should be that way for everyone else. For me, there needs to be a certain level of, what, for lack of a better word, in terms of like the sugar baby bullshit, allowance, but not even that. It just needs to be transactional. Sex work has also taught me one of my love languages is gift giving. In terms of receiving them, giving I can do. I just have to like really think on it. But like that's one of my love languages, and if it's not hitting, it's not hitting. So if you're not willing to put my past aside, like I am you, or I'm willing to accept your flaws, your bad habits even, so long as you're not trying to harm me or anyone I love, or cheating on me. I always say too, if you feel like you want to go cheat, let me fucking know. Let me know you're not comfortable. Let me know you're not happy. And I've said this numerous amounts of times in a bunch of videos. No matter how many times I tell people this, and no matter how many times I say I'll do the exact same, the same courtesy is not bestowed upon me. So it's like, if I'm giving you the air and the space to say you're not happy, or maybe this isn't what I want, don't just like ignore me for 24 fucking hours, or 36. Don't ignore me for days on end. That's the other thing too. Like, look, I understand people get busy, and I'm not here trying to be like, you need to be talking with me 24/7 all throughout the day. Absolutely not. I'm not saying that. How I see it in a relationship, you are your own person and the other person is their own person. So you got stuff going on. I get that. But don't leave me hanging for a full day. If you do not talk to me for a full fucking day, I'm going to assume you want nothing to do with me anymore. That's it. Truthfully. And I don't think that's asking very much. 24 hours. You know what I mean? Holy shit, dude. Or if I'm sitting there telling you some things, it's like, it's not a joke. I'm being very serious. And you just kind of fuck me off like it's a joke. Like, I don't have it in me anymore. I don't have it. So leave me the fuck alone. Let me be in my own little personal bubble, in my own little personal world, and it's good. Like, it's all good. Everything needs to be transactional, period. Like, that's really how I'm feeling. Also, too, with 2024, I'm even more, like, pulling in, like, reeling it all in. I don't have the emotional wherewithal to deal with people being cryptic, with people not being direct, with people being backhanded, with people being, like, completely treating me like I'm a moron. I don't have it. So even in terms, on all scales, in terms of being a close friend, If you're going to sit there and be cryptic and not get to the fucking point, I can't jive with that. It's not going to work out. And expect me to know certain things that are going on in your life, but you're not telling me. Like, no. I genuinely get to the fucking point and be straight up honest. That's the type of person I am. I want it in return. I expect it in return. And then in terms of like business, if you are a client who has been very persistent and very like routinely, in cahoots with me, I guess, or just on a business level, just been very supportive, and your patronage has been like, it's been an ongoing thing, I'm not going to let shit slide in terms of you saying you have to go do something, ending the call halfway through and not calling back. That's not going to fly with me either. So I don't have, like I said, the emotional wherewithal. I don't have it in me to deal with any of this shit anymore. So the circle's getting even smaller. And I honestly don't give a fuck. I'm a better person for it. I don't want energy that I don't work well with around me. I don't want to put up with certain things that I know I shouldn't have to, and I can't. I'm like over it. So 2024, the no bullshit policy gets even more tedious. It's even more specific, and it's even more like, it's a tight ship I'm running here, okay? Nope. Fuck no. Nope. Fuck no. There's no way. There's just no way I'm not dealing with that. So that's kind of my rant. Honestly, I wonder if you can tell that quite a few people have fallen off lately. I'm like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. You're either here with me or you're not. You're either on board or you're not. I don't request much out of literally anything. To the bare minimum on all avenues. So it's not for me. If it's not here, it's not for me. Fuck it. Fuck it. So that's it. That's really what I had to get off my chest. I'm not actively dating. I don't want to date. Quite frankly, it's like, even looking at, like, with the whole STD test thing, like, even just looking back at last year and like the sexcapades I've been on, I'm like, you probably didn't deserve that side of me. So, but it was fun. But either way, like, we're not doing that again. Okay. No, you didn't deserve it, but you're welcome. That was my charity work for 2023. So, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or video requests, feel free to email me. My email is naudiaexotica@gmail.com. Follow all my links at naudiaexotica.com. And also don't forget to read my blog, which is naudiascuriotrove.com/blog. And until the next video, you will be hearing from me very soon.